Just before this video starts, join the Discord, link in description. Join if you want to, suggest new video ideas, or come hang out with us. And if you like what you see here today, you'll like pretty much everything else on my channel, so why not subscribe? Thanks. Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. It's day 2 of the daily upload streak, and there's been a bit of a situation that's been going on over the past day or so regarding MrBeast. Last time we talked about MrBeast, it was when the whole drama was going on regarding Chris Tyson and all this other stuff with Dogpack404, who has been off the internet for at least a year. At this point, safe to say that he's pretty much beat that case by now, but as I said before, he's found himself in some more hot water, this time regarding AI. Drama Alert reposted this video that was filmed for MrBeast's company, Viewstats. I think it's a company that's made to help content creators who subscribe to the program, helping them out with thumbnails and like general analytics. However, MrBeast filmed this new video in order to promote a new feature that's coming to the Viewstats application that allows the creators to essentially just steal another creator's thumbnail or thumbnail design using AI.
To make professional looking viral thumbnails with zero Photoshop experience. And the best part is, this new method works in every niche. Whether you do gaming, cooking, beauty, this works for all of them. From creating custom results from any channel to literally being able to put your face on a thumbnail, it literally feels like cheating. This is the home of the AI tool where you can type in any channel on all of YouTube and it'll use it as inspiration for the thumbnail it's generating. So for example, let's say you're MrBeast. You would just type in MrBeast here. Now it's gonna look at all my recent videos and get inspiration from them. And for the prompt, I'm gonna type in stranded on a volcano. And there you go, we now have a thumbnail with me dangling on the side of a volcano. This is perfect for inspiration, and if you do a couple iterations with the system, this is how you can literally generate your thumbnails going forward. Now let's say you don't want to take inspiration from a YouTube channel, you don't have to. As you can see here, I have a very descriptive prompt describing a Minecraft block that is glowing rainbow colors and vibrant Minecraft grass with trees in the background with no YouTube inspiration. So now let's hit generate, and I think you're gonna be impressed with what this comes up with. I have not altered this in any way. Look at this thumbnail it came up with. That is actually insane. All from one single prompt and no inspiration from any other channel. You can type literally anything you want and it will generate a thumbnail for you in a style that will make a viral YouTube video. And step 3, to show you how all out we went on this AI thumbnail tool, you can also copy a URL from any YouTube video. We'll just paste this one I have here. And in the prompt box, just tell it what to change in the thumbnail. To demonstrate, I have this F1 thumbnail with an F1 car. And so in the prompt, I'm just gonna simply type in change F1 car to minivan. That is all I'm typing in. I'm gonna hit generate. Let's see what it produces. And boom, it's done. I'm not even joking. Look, it swapped out the F1 race car for a minivan. That was it. I just typed in a prompt and it swapped it. This is crazy. If you really like the thumbnail you're generating, but not the face on it, don't worry. We have this face swap tool that you can click, upload a face you do like, and it will instantly swap it onto the thumbnail. To show you how simple this is, I'm gonna take a photo of my face. Okay, I'm now gonna hit face swap and take the thumbnail from this to this automatically. I could go on, but this is the future of YouTube thumbnails. No more complicated Photoshop and having to get a PhD in how to edit things and figure out what 1,000 buttons do. Now, you can literally just type into a prompt what you want and it'll give it.
Now on the internet over the recent months, what I've noticed is that a lot of people have shown their disdain for AI itself, and really what spurred this on, or at least to my knowledge, were these Studio Ghibli-like photos that people would put in an AI prompt for, and then they would create it and then post it online or whatever. A lot of people were mad about this, and they were saying, I remember, something along the lines of, you could pay a real person to do this, you're taking away jobs. Essentially just boiling down to the same arguments that you would usually hear people make against AI. Me personally, I don't really care if a video has AI in it or not. I don't really care if a picture was made using AI as long as it looks good, and that especially goes for a thumbnail. However, I will say this, the fact that you can upload your photo and your likeness along with another person's thumbnail idea or their creation, and then pretty much just plaster your face all over their work, is crazy to me. I don't really think that that should be a thing ever. A lot of people do work hard for their thumbnails and put a lot of time and effort into them to make them look good and get those views the hard way. Totally respect them for it, and I don't think that their work should be trivialized, I guess, by an AI tool from a program I believe that you have to pay $80 for. However, I can understand if people would want to use something like that to try and get an idea of how they want to make their own thumbnail in another software. Like, for example, something that I do is that whenever I want to try a new thumbnail style, I try to play around with it with the program that I use, and then once I come up with a design that I like, I run with it. It saves money, I get enjoyment out of it, and it's going to create something that doesn't have that AI feel to it. However, in the past, I have used AI to look at certain thumbnail styles and get a certain idea of how I can recreate something like that within my own program. Thing is, I've never done it with another person's actual thumbnail though. Like, I'm not going online searching up a bunch of people's thumbnails from their channels and then ripping them, placing them in an AI editor, and then just carrying on with somebody else's style. I mean, commentary channels are lazy for sure, but we ain't that lazy. That's just some insane work. I personally don't think AI is as big of a deal as people are making it out to be. I see it as more of a tool to help people more than anything. However, that starts to change whenever people make programs that cost an arm and a leg for ugly thumbnails that have that AI feel to them, that use other thumbnails that have already existed from other people who are successful and reworks it however you see fit. It just kind of seems lazy to me. I get people don't have a lot of time in the world to, come up with a thumbnail idea or to make something as unique as it can be in their own style, but sometimes you just gotta have a little bit of imagination and creativity with your own stuff. That's kind of being a part of a content creator. And this is different from someone taking a thumbnail idea or style, putting their own twist on it and hopping on a trend. You see a lot of thumbnail styles that have gone popular in the past, and a lot of people have stuck with that and ran with it, putting their own twist on it so that people don't think that it's somebody else's creation. Rather, their audience knows that it's their work specifically. Part of being a content creator is creating stuff yourself. Absolutely. And yes, everybody has a different creative process. However, if that creative process mostly includes AI and you ripping thumbnails from other people and just plastering your face on it, then that's not really creating stuff. You're just stealing. And notice how in the beginning of that video from MrBeast, he used a bunch of creators in the background who might not agree with what he's doing, Jacksepticeye being one of them, and he quote tweets this response and says, "With the actual F, and he used my logo in the promotion for it too. I hate what this platform is turning into. FAI. I need every YouTube creator who can afford to take a stand to sue the S out of this company. They're literally stealing every single thumbnail on YouTube to feed their AI. And F you too, MrBeast. Steals content from everyone else without permission, designed to let you easily manipulate and steal others' thumbnails, looks like S anyways, piss yellow filter, I cannot wait for the stupid AI bubble to pop so I can stop hearing about it." The way MrBeast tries to min-max YouTube and find the most efficient way to get views makes me so ill. At this point, you aren't even a content creator, you're just hitting upload. As you can see, a lot of the comments that quote tweet this situation obviously aren't in agreement with it, and rightfully so. I've seen the words anti-content creator been thrown out there, and I would have to agree with it myself, especially after reading that last take that we did. It does just feel like he's min-maxing YouTube to just make people hit upload. I feel like this is totally different from like finding the meta on YouTube and just kind of milking it, even though that can get annoying too, but this honestly just feels like you're cheating. MrBeast did respond on Twitter to the whole situation, and this is what he had to say. "I appreciate all the feedback. I love the YouTube community more than anyone else can even remotely comprehend. Already working on changes like face swap should only be used for your face and your thumbnail, obviously not others. And overall, I'll build this more in a way to be inspiration for artists / a tool for them to use, not to replace them. Very good feedback. My goal with Viewstats is to build tools to help level the playing field between people like me with 300 employees and a new creator that can't afford a small army." Thing is, I mean, for the price that you're paying for all of this stuff anyways, I mean, you could definitely just hire somebody else who would do these thumbnails for you if you have $80 a month to pay. And this could be somebody who does a way better job than these AIs can. And also the one person to actually stick up with MrBeast and publicly say that stuff got ratioed to high hell. So if you couldn't get the sentiment before, hopefully you get the big picture now. Anyways, guys, that's going to be my thoughts on the situation for now. Of course, I'll make more updates as the updates do come out. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Sub up, stay safe, and peace.